Early to bed, early to rise makes a man young, wealthy, and wise. Here at Highway 1 Detail, for the sake of science and experimentation and educational purposes only, we're going to do an incorrect wash method, a dirty wash method. We're going to scratch up this paint and show you how to correct it. In addition, we will discuss the proper wash method, along with describing 2 types of tools or machines that you can use to correct the paint after you scratch it to high heaven. First and foremost, you never want to start at the bottom of the vehicle and wash up. And in the beginning, you want to lubricate with a high-quality car wash soap. You want to make sure that surface is lubricated. Then you're going to power wash it off, rinse the outside of the vehicle. After that is done, you're going to apply an iron remover. At least that's what I do. And then use the mitt that is clean, preferably a brand new mitt or a wash towel. You're going to wash at the top first, couple swipes, then flip it over, wash the remainder of it, and then get another rag and continue to wash there. Try not to go over one area more than once with a dirty towel. Now we need to determine the scratch severity. How bad did we mar it up? That's what we're going to have to do. So this right here is going to determine what tool we need to use or what combination of tools we need to utilize to get these scratches out and make it look like new again, because that's what we do, Highway 1 Detail. Once the paint is dried with a soft microfiber towel, you'll want to choose one of the 2. This is a DA, a dual action polisher. A dual action polisher uses a combined spinning and oscillating motion, making it safer for beginners and less likely to burn paint, while a rotary polisher spins a single direction, providing more aggressive cutting power but requiring greater skill to avoid paint damage. For this video, we're going to utilize both, and we're going to see what combination or what single action of the use of either one of these tools is best for removing these scratches from an improper wash method. We're using Ultra Pro Polishing Finish Polish. We're going to begin with the DA and the lighter cut compound and work our way up. We're using a medium cut pad with the DA. I'm pressing more firmly in the beginning with the DA, and then as we continue to buff, I'm going to release that hold unless I need to up the RPMs or the speed of the DA. But you want to gradually release the pressure that you are applying to the DA. Continue to buff in this crosshatch pattern. If you notice the compound getting hard, you may need to take the pad off and either wash it in the sink or use a pad cleaner. Whichever option you use will work just the same. Notice how I release the pressure. This is the end of the stage. As you can see, the scratch still remains. See it right there? Now let's transfer over to the rotary side. Keep your rotary, your yellow medium cut pad flat against the surface as much as possible. Again, utilize that cross-hatch pattern. We're using the same compound but a rotary with a medium cut pad. You see the difference. It appears the DA did not cut the scratch out of the clear coat on that side. Let's see what the rotary did. I still see it there on the rotary side as well. It's not as prominent, but it is visible upon further inspection. Let's see. Let's allocate some of our focus on this scratch right here. We didn't focus on it as much with the rotary, so let's do that now and see if we can remove it. Keep the pad flat on the surface. Try to stay away from those plastics. You'll burn them up. Let's go ahead and add the DA as a finishing touch after that rotary was used and see what the combination of them 2 does to the results. Just to recap, let's review what we used and how we used it. We used the rotary on this side first. with a medium cut pad. And then we went over it again with the DA as a finishing step. This is not a full-blown paint correction two-step per se. It's more of a light paint correction, you know, for customers that may not want that high dollar full perfection buff. This guy lives on a farm, so I mean he doesn't have to have it perfect, but we're gonna make it look good, you know, to the novice. People like us or detailers, experienced detailers, are gonna see a difference. And you may still see some scratches on here, but for the majority, they were removed. We used the Rotary and we used the dual action polisher behind it. And I think that combination right there was the sweet spot. That's what we needed to do. We really made it look good by doing that. The Rotary alone, I don't believe would have done it without leaving holograms or swirls. I think the DA coming behind it, I did press down a little bit and then I released it. So I think it removed any swirls or holograms that may have been there. Good things come to those who wait. But please, man, drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me have your opinion. That was my opinion based on the actions that we took. But like, comment, and subscribe, brother. Highway 1 Detail. Check out some of my other videos. I do black cars all the time. I can remove stains nobody else can. Check out the channel, man. Professor Details. Put a stamp on it.